I'm here talking about a friend's project. This friend was head of engineering at large companies like AppDynamics, Hardness, and so on, and veteran of Kubernetes. Essentially, this year marks the 10-year anniversary of Kubernetes itself. And there is a lot of reflection, thinking that is going on as to what are the next steps. Where did Kubernetes get things right and where did it get wrong? And this is one of the projects that emerged out of all of that churn. The problem is that the community is facing very high. Okay. The community is facing very high levels of burnout, and the DevOps folks, SRE folks, are leaving the domain in droves. And there is a group of folks who are working towards the next generation management systems of configurations and all the standard deployment systems that we have, and Mantis is one of them. There are several candidates. They have taken different kinds of approaches. The key thing that the key underlying assumption behind Mantis is that the complexity of our systems is growing very fast. Today morning you heard the talk from Flipkart on databases. That is one of 20 different or 50 different applications that is there in the organization. And with AI, the cost of generating every new application is dropping every day. So we are building ever larger number of applications with fewer number of DevOps folks. And that is the basis for Mantis, which is we have to do better in it, and in what way should we do better. And there are 2-3 key things. The first one is that the level of abstraction is too low. All these YAMLs, there's just too much work, writing, managing, tracking, all of these things. So we need to have a more knowledge-driven mechanism for all of this. Second, it needs to be much stronger, right? Today, it's a complete mess. If you look at, for example, Canva has 10,000 dashboards and another 5,000 services of all kinds. It's a complete mess inside. We have to do better than Terraform. And not only has HashiCorp abandoned Terraform, the OpenTofu, which is the alternative to open source, or competing, a fork of Terraform, that is also struggling. So now the Kubernetes community is really stuck, right, if it does not change the course for the next so much time. So the problems that were spoken about in the morning are they are today's problem. They are going to accelerate even more going forward. Lots of security issues because you just don't have enough time to validate your configurations. You have no way to protect your systems once you make those changes. So Mantis is looking at all of these. It's an open source project. Built on top of a language called QLang, which also came out of Google, which is about, think of it as more type-safe configurations, where we are able to evaluate the correctness issues, because all these microservices, all the internal systems are all full of holes today. Unmanaged, uncontrolled, it is just exploding. So this is a reaction to it. It just started a few months back. I would encourage you folks to look at it. The QR code will, if you scan it, it will take you to the project, right? So this is the next generation infrastructure as code project. One of the 3 or 4 competing ideas at the table for the next 10 years. So far, so good? Okay. So this is the first thing that I did for my friend in the valley. So I have another, there's fair amount of code, but this is still in early stages. It's encouraging people to take interest, look at it, experiment, give feedback, contribute, all of the usual good open source stuff. This is the second project. Again, I'm standing in for Bharat. who's from People Plus AI. He's a gentleman with physical limitations, hearing and speaking and so on. So his work, apparently, I mean, it's just shocking. The numbers are shocking. 65 million folks are there in India who have some version of hearing issues. Now, the question is, now that we are in the AI world, can we do something better than we did before? And again, we have massive infrastructure that we are getting, that is getting deployed in terms of multi-language, both speech to text and text to speech. The idea is, can you put now the power of OpenAI or even Sarvam in everybody's hands? That is the project. You basically, so the picture that is missing here, okay, this is that. So you don't have to get into the details of it, but the idea is that we know that both the hearing has issues as well as the speaking has issues, and they're not able to type out properly. So it's all messy data that we are dealing with in various forms. The question is, can you use AI to take it step by step to the essence of the message that is being communicated and replay it back potentially to the person with the accessibility issue. I think it's not your typical commercial enterprise open source project, but this is something that I felt would have serious impact on the community, and therefore, like, I volunteered to actually let you folks know that there is an interesting project that is happening right now. So I welcome you. You can scan this thing and it'll take you to GitHub. You start watching it, and hopefully you'll be able to contribute. But these kinds of things are now like, things that were unimaginable in the past now has become feasible, right? Because OpenAI app is on pretty much, we can put it in everybody's hands now, right? That's all.